A lot of times, students that I've talked to, alumni that I've talked to at the university, and people in the community, Ron Averyt is a character. Ron Averyt is memorable. He's one of the professors that I remember from all those years ago, and I can still remember things that he told me. What makes a student memorable to Ron Averyt?
Well, they used to say that you remembered your A students and your F students. But maybe not the B's, C's, and D's. Well, I don't know about that. Sometimes you can remember, yes, the very good ones, because they're probably more than you think. And you might remember the F's, although a lot of times they may not last long. They may not stay. But those in between, and what you remember are the students, is how maybe somebody improved in a class, or how somebody came up with a new insight for them. And then, or something you did or something you said helped them do better in campus activities, or do something in public life after they got out. So you remember them in lots of ways. In a small school, you can remember some of them that, I mean, they might participate in athletics, but see, they're still your major. We're small enough school that for years we'd take seminars to Washington, and then later to Gettysburg, and then Cowboys and Indians, we called it, in Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Oklahoma City, that kind of thing. And so you remember some from those, and they weren't always your majors. They were just students that were bright enough and interested enough that, one, you were willing to take them, and two, they were willing to go. And so I didn't do much of that in the last 7 or 8 years because too many conflicts on campus and one thing and another. But so it's difficult really to say what you remember most about this student or that student. One thing I've pointed out to a lot of alums when we visited and talked and all that, that the 4 years that you might have them in college, you get accustomed to sometimes telling them what to do. Or maybe suggestion. And it's very hard to break the habit later on. They all understand me when I talk about that. And but an advantage they also have, see, I can have alums that graduated first year I was here, 62. Well, I mean, there's not that much difference in our ages, but when I see those people even today, I still see them in memory as when they were on campus as students. And that way, that helps. That keeps them kind of forever young in memory. But of course, it makes you wonder, because they might have thought you were old then, and then you come back now.